Today's video is brought to you by MMORC.com, where you could save money on games for all of your favorite platforms, as well as software like Windows 10 Pro, which you can get for just $15, as well as Office 2019 Pro and Office 365. And if you act right now, you can get an additional 27% off with my code JOK27 at checkout, and that'll knock the price down on Windows 10 Pro from $15.29 all the way down to $11.16. And of course, they accept a wide variety of payment from PayPal to credit cards to Bitcoin. So be sure to act now and hit up the links down in the description below. Hey, what's up guys? Joker here, and I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be bringing you a quick overview of Modern Warfare Season 3 and the Battle Pass and some of the free content that is being released starting today. The patch went live at 2 a.m. Eastern Time last night, so the content is now available for everyone to access. Obviously, there is a bunch of free content like new weapons, new multiplayer maps, and then we've got the new Battle Pass, so you can progress through a new 100 tiers to be able to unlock a bunch of stuff. The download itself on the PC was 16 gigabytes in size for me, and then it's a little bit smaller on the consoles, but I'm uncertain of the exact file sizes for PS4 and Xbox One, but it was 16 gigabytes on Battle.net. Since Modern Warfare came out, they've been releasing these seasons every 2 months. There was the first month the game came out, there was no Battle Pass, but since then, every 60 days or so, there was an extension with the last season, with the first season, I should say, rather. But since then, it's been every 60 days that they're coming out with this new content, new Battle Pass. The ranks reset back to 55. You don't lose any of your actual weapon progress or anything like that. It just resets the ranks so that you can go through a new set of officer rank challenges and be able to earn XP that way, and do stuff like that, and new challenges and everything that comes along with it. So yeah, the new Battle Pass is available today, just like in previous seasons. It is 1,000 COD points, although they do have the 2,400 COD point bundle, which will give you an additional 20 tiers unlocked along with that. And you do get some content right off the bat if you go ahead and actually buy the Battle Pass for the 1,000 COD points or the 2,400. Either way, you get the same amount of content. The only difference is with the 2,400 bundle, you get the first 20 tiers instantly, and you do get a new skin, for Alex. You get that for buying the Battle Pass. There's also a skin for Yegor where he's shirtless, which I actually really like. It's just very, very Russian. Seeing a guy like in tracksuit pants and no shirt, like running around, it's like very Russian mafia, and I really like that skin for Yegor. He's probably one of my favorite operators in the game, besides Ghost. And there are also new maps coming out today. So far, we are getting the Backlot map, which is classic from Modern Warfare, which I've not been able to get into a lobby yet on that, but we've also got Hovek Sawmill and Anaya Incursion, both of which I have played so far, and so far those maps do seem to be pretty decent. They've also introduced quads for Warzone, which is nice to see, the new operator, which I mentioned, Alex, and some new weapons which are accessible within the Battle Pass, those being the SKS and the Renetti pistol, and they've also added in vehicle skins if you want to be able to customize that. Now, later in the season, we're going to be getting 2 more operators, but unfortunately, these are only going to be accessible through the store, so you'll have to buy bundles for them, which is very unfortunate. I really wish this is something that they would stop doing and include those within the Battle Pass as well. Maybe something you could unlock later on in the Battle Pass, maybe at the very higher tiers. But so far, every Battle Pass season, I've reached rank 100 on there anyway, so I wouldn't have a problem with that. Just make us work for it rather than having to shell out an extra $20 or so in COD points in order to be able to get these operators. We'll also be getting another new multiplayer map called Hard Hat later on in the season, probably somewhere near the midpoint, and a new gunfight map, Aisle 9, which sort of looks like, from the artwork they showed, to be a cut-off section of the Atlas Superstore. And there's also going to be some new multiplayer modes, the Gun Game Reloaded and Reinfected Ground War. Another new weapon, which is classified right now, kind of looks like an M249 saw. The Gunsmith Customs, which will allow you to mash together different armory skins that you may have for a particular weapon. So if you have a bunch of different armory unlocks for, say, like the AK-47, and you want to mash them together, and you'll be able to do that. They'll also be adding in scopes and scatterguns for Warzone, and they just list more there. but we don't really know what that means just yet. As I mentioned, there are going to be 2 new weapons. These are completely free for everyone, so you don't actually need to buy the battle pass to be able to get them. The first is the Renetti pistol, which you will unlock at rank 15. These are, I believe, the same ranks they've done every season for the free weapon unlock, so it's not impossible at all to be able to unlock them just through regular play on the battle pass, even if you do not go out and put out the money for the COD points, which I've done every season because you tend to get more than enough COD points throughout the season to be able to buy the next one anyway. So I've only ever had to buy the first battle pass, and that I actually had free COD points from like pre-ordering the game or something. So I've actually not had to put any money into the battle pass whatsoever, and I still get it every season. The next weapon you get at rank 31, and that's going to be the SKS rifle, which is a semi-automatic sort of like sniper rifle DMR type of deal. So 2 weapons I probably won't end up using all of that much, but they're free weapons there anyway for people that do want to use them, and of course there'll be different armory unlocks as you go through all of the battle pass progressions. The rank 100 unlock this time was kind of underwhelming, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm trying to get to the end here. It was, here we go, it's just a skin for Alex, which is not very good looking at all. If you go into the operator screen, we can kind of get a preview of that. I thought the default skin on Alex was honestly the best. This is the default skin right here, the hardwired, and I just like it because of the all black. I like having like all black skins and stuff. And then I also unlocked this just from playing with him, and then I believe this is going to be the max rank one, or maybe I think maybe one of these. I don't know. It's one of these for sure. But it's honestly, I didn't think any of the other ones were really that impressive or really worth going for. I think that's the tier 100, the Back for More one. And yeah, I think the hardwired default one is probably the best. So that's probably what I'll end up running if I continue to use him as an operator. Also within the operators, it was worth noting that I saw a new category in here, something that I had not noticed previously. There was originally just a default sort of operator skin here for when you first start the game, but now they've added in this milsim title for this category, and they've actually got various different unlocks that seem to be related to countries. So you'll have like different military uniforms. So the first set here are pararescue for the American military, and then it looks like we've got the UK. Looks like we have a few police ones here, which are actually pretty cool. I kind of like that one right there, the all black. As I mentioned, I like all black ones. We've also got some South Korean skins, which are pretty cool. And then we've got USEF. I'm not really sure what that stands for. But yeah, we've got some, US Expeditionary Force. There you go. It says it right there on the screen. So we've got a bunch of different, so it's rather than just having just the one default operator skin, this might be an operator people might want to run going down the line once you get all of these unlocked by doing the different challenges and progressing through the battle pass, which seems to be the main way to unlock, because you can see a bunch of them unlock at like different tiers. Battle pass tier 50, 30, 70, and then you get one right off the bat that you can work on with 4 different levels of challenges, getting 15 kills with an assault rifle, get 3 battle royale matches, complete 3 battle royale matches, get 5 headshot kills, and get 15 kills using a weapon with 5 attachments. So that you get you off to the start and kind of get some unlocks going for you, and then the rest you'll get obviously with higher battle pass tier progression. And as I said, when you get the battle pass right off the bat, you get this Jaeger skin. You don't have to actually get the 2400 bundle, but you get this one right off the bat, which I kind of like quite a bit. Just basically a mad Russian in his track pants and no shirt running around killing people like an absolute mad lad. And there's another version of this which you can unlock as well by completing the challenges that come along with the hard labor skin, and that's called Thief-in-Law, which is basically just a different colorway, just different color pants and sneakers for that. And there's another one here called Service Record, which I believe is also part of the challenges for this. If I go ahead and take a look at it, yeah, it looks like you get Service Record by completing all 4 challenges, which I'll probably do very easily. I mean, these challenges are very easy for the operators. Generally, you can usually get them done within just a few matches or so. It usually just requires, kind of switching out your perks to maybe something you don't typically use. And that's really kind of why I enjoy doing like the operator challenges and weapon challenges and stuff, is it just kind of makes the game a little more interesting, gives you something else to strive for, rather than just going in and just playing just to, get kills and try to win. It's like, okay, I want this, operator skin, so rather than having to pay for it, which I really don't like doing, and I hate the fact that there's so much stuff that you have to pay for, I do appreciate this free content like this. You did have to buy the battle pass with the COD points to be able to get access to this one, but I like working for them. Like, show me a really cool skin. You know, like, give me a pink outfit for Ghost, and like tell me that I have to go get like 100 vehicle kills and like do a bunch of other challenges in order to be able to get it, and I will be happy to go ahead and do so, because it just gives me something to do, and it also gives me the opportunity to maybe use different perks, different weapons, different attachments that I might not ordinarily use, and through that I've actually found certain things that I now enjoy using and use on a lot of weapons. Like the aim op reflex sight was something I had to do for one of the reticle challenges, and I ended up really liking that sight, and now if I'm not doing any challenges where I have to use a different sight, that's pretty much what I will typically run, and I'm almost completely unlocked the max rank reticle on here, but I actually really like this yellow one here that I got from using the aim op reflex sight, so that's what I tend to use, and I'm like, yeah, 52 kills away from getting the blue dot, which I don't think I'll ever use, but I just like the satisfaction of working towards something and sort of having that completionist aspect, like, hey, I worked towards this, now I've got this blue dot reticle, which I'll never use because I really like the yellow circle one, the golden bell. But, you know, it's there, and I'll have it, and I can go ahead and try it out. Maybe I will like it, but I doubt it. I wasn't really a big fan of the regular red dots anyway. I kind of like these bigger sight pictures. Really makes me feel like I could just kind of lock onto heads and just rip them off right away. But I think that about wraps it up for the new season content of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Obviously, there's going to be new stuff coming out later on in the season. There's one more thing I wanted to mention about Warzone that is really annoying me ever since it came out, is that they seem to be limiting themselves to like 2 or 3 modes at any one given time rather than giving us all of the different options, which is so stupid. It's like right now they've got BR quads, BR solos, and then plunder quads. Why can't we have all of them at once? Like, give us solos, duos, trips, and quads for BR as well as plunder. That way I can play if I want to play by myself. I can play in a duo, I can play in a trio, I can play in a quad if I want to for either mode. Give me the option. Like, why isn't there a plunder solo mode on here right now, but Battle Royale has it? What is the logic behind that? Like, just give us all of the different options. Let us choose what we want to play, because in these particular modes, it can be very hindering. If I want to go play plunder right now, if I don't have a group of 4 people, I'm probably not going to play. But with at least Battle Royale, I can play solos, but I hate Battle Royale. I don't want to play Battle Royale. I want to play Plunder, and Plunder seems to always kind of be left out, you know, in this breakdown here. So that's something really that I hope they address in the future, and just give us all the options. It's really pointless. I could say the same thing about multiplayer with the custom playlist. Like, they're always swapping things in and out. Like, Shoot the Ship is probably one of my favorite playlists that keeps coming back, that has Shoot House as well as Shipment. Right now, they've got Deathmatch Domination and Season 3 Mosh Pit, which is very nice if you want to try out the new maps, Talsik Backlot, Anaya Incursion, and Hovik Sawmill. So if you want to try those maps out, it's available to do so, and you can even filter for it in hardcore as well as Deathmatch Domination. But recently there was a playlist that was available, but it wasn't in the hardcore playlist, and it's just completely ass backwards, like how they limit some modes to certain things and other modes to not. It's just give us all the modes all the time and let us pick and play. There's such a large player pool for Modern Warfare, I have to feel, with PS4, Xbox, and PC all playing together at the same time, that there should be more than enough people to be able to get a lobby going together for any mode in any variety, whether it be hardcore or realism or normal. There should be plenty of players to be able to at least fill out a lobby or two, and I really don't feel like it's going to cost Activision that much. Just give us the option to play everything. And also, I would love to see something like Rainbow Six has, where you can like filter by map preferences. Like, you can say, okay, well, I really like playing Shoot House a lot, and even if there's not a Shoot House 24/7 playlist, I'd really like to give that map priority whenever I possibly could. So if I search for a game, just a random game of domination, try to put me into a game on Shoot House, preferably, if that's what I like to play, because that is my personal favorite map in this game. And often I want to play that in order to be able to get challenges done and stuff, and I have to sit there and wait for it to come around, where I could sit there and play that map for hours and not get bored of it. Same thing for Rust, and Shipment is good for weapon challenges, even though it's absolutely insane. So those are just, you know, some things I'd like to see them introduce at some point in the future, if they want to keep this game around for, you know, more than a year and keep it viable, which seems like they do with all of this content they're bringing in and stuff. But yeah, that's really all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this overview of Modern Warfare Season 3 with a little rant thrown in there at the end as a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I enjoy seeing your guys' feedback down in the comments below, and I will catch you tomorrow for another video. Ta-ra.